What's up, my crypto legends? How is everyone doing? Guys, let me know in the comment section if you can see me, if everything's okay, if audio's okay. I am getting the audio sorted out here in this room because there's a huge massive echo you must have noticed on my latest videos, but I am fixing it. Okay guys, so make sure to smash up that like button on your way in. Okay, smash it up. Let's get to 100 likes here in the next coming minutes. And yes guys, let's analyze the situation. Bitcoin, what's going on? Are we going to manage to hit that major resistance that we have been talking about, that 46k level, or are we going to get heavily rejected? Well, there is something here that is telling me that we could get a severe drop. All right, and this was already looking like a potential shorting opportunity. I'm not sure if I'm going to dive in right now. I want to get it into the best moment. We might get another attempt here, and then there might be a shorting opportunity. Why? Because we are basically, from this correction that we did have from this double top, okay, we are facing some resistance. What kind of resistance? Well, one of my most important levels, which is the golden pocket Fibonacci retracement, as you can see right over here from the top to the low Bart. It is that 618 round over here is where we are currently consolidating. So this is potentially why we could get a corrective move. How low? Well, you know, if I was shorting this range, okay, I would be aiming for this top over here, this major range over here. Okay, we've got this major resistance, this consolidation, so a reasonable take profit. And this is looking at the 15-minute chart. We have a massive candle here with a volume, so there is very likely going to be some kind of reaction at that range. Will we continue down or not? I do not know, but this is potentially a good shorting opportunity. Let's see during the live stream if we are going to see another leg up and another failed attempt, okay, because there's always one last failed attempt, and we are potentially going to short this live, guys. Why not? If we fall from here, well, then that's it. That's a missed trade. But I am not going to rush into a trade. Let's see if we can get another little bounce from these levels. A very tight stop loss, okay? And, you know, the risk to reward we are looking for, right? Gaining 2, you're risking 1 to gain 2, or you're risking 1 to gain at least 1.5, right? Make sure to those take profit areas is more than your stop loss, right? Because then you can get stopped out many times. So, yeah, let's go here quickly through the comment section. Say hello. Let's go, Andy from Philippines. Axel, welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. Much love from Boston. Maz, always joining live streams and videos, commenting. Thank you very much for joining, Maz. Glad you are here. 12 a.m. here in Philippines, 12 p.m. here, says Maz. Okay. Hi Andy, this is Sanjay from India. Please let us know about Polygon and Theta price targets end of 2022. Thanks. Well, it all depends on, you know, the market cycle. Is the market cycle lengthening? Because we could peak, we could have another excellent run up, especially if we do see some fundamental good news. For the moment, there is not. You know, the world's a little bit crazy right now, so there's not much of fundamental news. Now, you do get rumors about Russia accepting Bitcoin and crypto as currency. There's some rumors from the United States too, guys. So, I mean, this could be an absolute catalyst for Bitcoin and the crypto market to have another insane run, okay? But taking a look at the chart, like I said, we do have quite a long way. We do have some pretty big resistance levels that we need to break, and we can analyze during, you know, this live stream and also during these next coming days. Now, like I said, this over here is the 15-minute. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. And like I said, there might be a small correction right over here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You know, I want to react. I like these wicks. I do like these wicks. We might see a little bit of more pumpy action and some more wicks. You know, the more wicks, the more attempts we try and break this level and fail, I think the most likely it is to roll down. And this would be definitely a take profit area because we might be getting a huge consolidation and a big bounce from these levels. But why? Because we have this big spike in volume. Look at this massive big candle with volume on the 30-minute or the 15-minute, it doesn't matter, around that range, you know, the 43.5k, where we do have that wick and the close of this candle, for example, on the 30-minute. And we do have this nice consolidation. We do have a massive wick right there. This is the 30-minute. This is the very end of this massive big candle. Remember this volatility that we did have on the 10th of February. We had a massive big candle to the downside, back to the upside. So there was quite some volume right there and creating this major support range. So it's definitely a level, you know, to take a look at. You know, that would be a great shorting opportunity. Potentially we might continue up. Let's see. I want to be patient. I want to see how the price reacts. Okay, let's see if we do see some more wicks here on the 15-minute, on the 30-minute also. If we take a look at the 15-minute here, guys, you know, yeah, it's not that nice. It's not that nice on the 15-minute. 1 hourly is looking better. We've got a massive big rejection right there. 30-minute chart also doesn't look too bad. We've got a couple of rejections right there. So let's see what happens. Maybe the next, you know, half an hour, 1 hour, we're going to see another rejection. Let's see what happens. If we start rejecting from these this level, then yeah, I think I would be willing to short this at least to this range where we do consolidate. We need to have these targets, guys. Yeah, so that is the kind of the game plan, right? Now I think if we do correct down to that level, you know, we need to take a look at some fib levels. Next major support, if this were to be broken, if we do have a corrective move right now, then next major big support, look at this. It's this one right over here. It's this one right over here. And the good thing about this major, you know, resistance, look how many times we have been bouncing, you know, as support and as resistance. Bang, 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 bang. Now, the good thing also, looking at the 30-minute chart, you know, the start of this major big pump right there with this big volume, you know, the very, very start is right there, where this is the area where we do have that resistance. So there's definitely going to be some kind of reaction at those levels, and it potentially will be a great longing opportunity. I just want to take a look at fib levels from the major start of this pump, right? The lowest part is this area right there. So if we take a look at fib levels from the low to the top, you know, if the market were to correct all the way down, you know, to this level, guess what level it is? It is the 618 Fibonacci. It is also support and resistance. You know, this is enough for me to pull the trigger, right? It is enough for me to actually pull the trigger if we were to come down to those levels, only if we react as the same way we reacted here, where you fail to break support, where you fail to break resistance. That is the moment we want to get in, guys, okay? Because, you know, it's not trying to catch a falling knife, because, you know, if you have a cascade panic event because of fundamental news or whatever, yeah, we don't want to catch a falling knife, basically. We want to see consolidation. We want to see the bears or the bulls getting exhausted and stepping in, okay? So yeah, that is the game plan for this live stream. Let's see what kind of reaction we do have now in the next coming minutes, next coming hour. Right, enough talk. Let's take a look at the comment section. Netherlands in the house. How are you doing? From Aruba, let's go. Dionisio. Liked as always. Sees, thank you very much. Hi Andy, what price are you on that swing trade? What is the take profit for that swing trade? Should I close out of at a 43.5 position here? Well, I got a small position here as a swing trade, as you can see, just, you know, just under $200 in a profit. It's a very small position at this moment. I was planning to add to a position if we were to drop to lower levels. My game plan is to have this one open because it's such a small position and the fees are extremely low on Bybit. I think I'm just gonna leave it, you know, for several weeks, several weeks. It doesn't matter, or depending on how the price reacts to the downside or to the upside, I will close position or I will be adding to this one. Okay, that is, you know, you're never going to catch that perfect entry, right, on swing trades. So my plan would be, that's why I have very small positions, because then I can have a small position. If I'm in negative and I see some good consolidation areas, I can add heavily to my position. I mean, this is this is about 10% of what I can risk on this trade, right? If you can risk, 2, 3, 4% of your capital, then inside of this one, this is not even 2%. It is like 10% of the 2%. So, I am ready to add heavily to this. This is just a small position. I was potentially expecting that potential drop, to add to the position. We didn't. We had a pump. It was very much expected, this pump. Yesterday, we were talking about this, okay? And my take profit, okay, being realistic, this swing trade is aiming for Bitcoin in the next coming weeks. And it might take, 4 weeks. It might take 8 weeks. It might take, a few months. But it might take 2 weeks. We've got to be clear here. We do not know exactly the timing, but I am aiming potentially for that 52, 53K levels, all right? And it might go slightly higher. The reason why is because, such as Bitcoin and different assets, they like to gain the lows, get the support and major resistance levels, okay? Maybe a lot of people are shorting right now, and guess where they would have their stop losses? Behind a major resistance, right? So this is a big resistance, that 52, 53K level, as you can see here on the chart. So, you might play the game that your stop losses are very safe at this range. Well, that is the area where we do have a lot of liquidity to grab, right? There's more people shorting than I know than longing, actually. So, yeah, definitely a big liquidity grab here. And that would be the kind of, the kind of mid-term, right? Because a few weeks is not long term. I would say, 2, 4, even 8 weeks. We don't really know how long we can take to get there, but I think that my swing trade position is aiming for that area. So if we do see a little bit of scary volatility to the downside, because there is a potential that we create another lower high, I wouldn't be too scared about this, because there is always the scenario, there is always the possibility that from this major pump that we did have, okay, this major pump, and we are pumping right now, I think we will analyze the chart, that we are maybe going to create an ABC correction, right? This is potentially the start of an uptrend. If we are lucky with my analysis, that I'm looking at, there is a possibility, of creating that ABC correction, right? Creating that 1, 2, 3 down potentially to this major support level. Now that would be the ideal thing, right? That would be in the perfect world. Trading is not perfect, so it would be, that would be crazy good in my personal opinion. Taking a look at the extension right now, if we were to stop from this range, the 1.6 extension, the 1.1 is, just at about $40,600. This is the 1-to-1 extension, right? This would be the wave, the length of the wave would be all the way, the 1-to-1 would be $40,600. We might get, heavily supported at this level, and then continue to the upside, or break down and come down to the next major support. So yeah, that's my take here. That's my take on BTC. So I wouldn't be too scared if we start dropping and losing this 41.5. I wouldn't be too scared, because I do know that, we have been pumping like crazy. It's been pretty good. An ABC correction, consolidate before we continue up. It is what it is. It's how the market moves. So let me just analyze the situation here. Let's see if we are going to see a little bit of more pumpy action. I want to know your opinion, okay, guys, with this analysis. What do you think? Will Bitcoin continue to the upside here from these levels, or is this a good shorting opportunity? Let me know in the comment section. I think so. I think this consolidation range is screaming for a little pullback, at least to the 43.5 or so. Let me know, guys. I'm going to let you know with a poll. Is this a good shorting opportunity? Is this a good short scalp right now? Let me know, guys, in the comment section. I think so. I think so. Depending on how we react right now in the next coming hour or two, then potentially going to scalp this to 43.5, maybe a very, very tight stop loss. And yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going to happen. Is this a good short scalp right now? Right, let me go through the comment section. Hello, everybody. Hello. A lot of hellos here. Good short. Do another poll. Yeah, the poll is there right now. Inverse head and shoulders on the daily. Yes, I know there is something there. I know there is something. We haven't got a clear neckline here. You could arguably discuss that, it's on the daily or on the 4 hourly. It doesn't really matter, but I can see it. I can see it. This. I've seen other people talk about this. Actually, I haven't mentioned about this because I don't know. I don't like it too much. But yeah, I know what you're talking about here. This potential inverse head and shoulder, and if you go to the 4 hourly, the neckline is not perfect. We haven't got a perfect neckline. But what would you do? Would you do something like this? Is it an ascending neckline? We haven't got a perfect neckline right over here. So, but yeah, I can see it. I can see it right there. An inverse head and shoulder. It's not the most beautiful, but it is valid. It is valid. I think the market could do this, though. Actually, it can do this. It can do this, and then continue to the upside. This would still be another inverse head and shoulder with this right shoulder, a little bit lower. So yeah, good point on that. Good point. It's not the best looking one, but it potentially is an inverse head and shoulder. Right, let me scroll down here through the comment section. Mana is pumping. Thank you, says Caesar. You're very welcome. Hi Andy, please let me know some good exchanges which don't require KYC. Please name them. Good exchanges that don't require KYC. I think Gate.io doesn't require KYC, if I'm not wrong. I can't remember right now, but Gate.io, they have a huge bunch of altcoins. They have I'm not sure if I would say thousands, but they do have hundreds of altcoins, and very good ones actually. So yeah, Gate.io, I think there's no KYC for Gate.io. I'm not too sure right now. But yeah, great exchange, centralized exchange where you can buy loads of cryptos with no KYC. Binance wants KYC, Kraken, yeah, I think all of these major centralized ones. Decentralized exchanges, well, you know the deal, Uniswap, PancakeSwap. Right, let me scroll here through the comment section, see what's going on. BTC can go to 46-48K, says Hesham. Is Bitcoin going to go to 47-46K? Let's see. Potentially yes. Potentially yes. It probably is. It probably is. But are we going to go up there in a straight line? I mean, this is the thing. We want to try and find some scalping opportunities, guys. Yesterday's scalp. Who joined the live stream yesterday? I had some people saying, Andy, you are deeply underwater on your trade. And yes, you need to survive the the blood also. I wasn't too worried about that, but remember yesterday, if you did watch the live stream, it was live right there. I was seeing this as the bears losing steam to this major resistance. This was explained on yesterday's live stream. So I was saying, how many attempts do we need, right, at this range? And I was pretty confident from this big nice wave. I think this was the corrective wave, because there is the theory as well that the most times you touch a support or resistance, the more likely it is to break. But in this case, it is the bears failing to break this support level because we are in an uptrend, right? You can see this nice uptrend that we have been creating in February. We are in this is a corrective wave from this uptrend, right? Well, that was my theory now for over a week, for over a couple of weeks actually. So yeah, that was this trade turned out, perfectly. I was looking for that day trade, for a trade for less than 24 hours. It was opened yesterday. It was closed this morning. So it turned out very, very good. I longed just right over here at this corrective move. I was expecting some kind of volatility here before we had that leg up, and this is exactly what happened. I was a little bit in underwater, stop loss right there, just in case you do slice through this support, because once you break it, it is aggressive and it goes down very, very far. So, there was, the chance of getting stopped out and continue to the upside, or stopped out and, we have a massive big slice through. Luckily, we did get supported finally, and it shot right back up, guys. And this was, a risk to reward. I was aiming for that 43.5, right about this range, okay, because of this resistance. I think that we were going to claim that resistance. And, this was a 2-to-1 trade. You are basically risking this amount. You could say 2-to-1 or 1.5, almost 2. Your profits is almost double than your stop loss, right? So this is risk management is key. I know many people that have absolutely no risk management. They go long, they go short, huge amount of leverage. And yeah, this is key. This is why this would be potentially a good shorting opportunity, especially if we do have another leg up. If we do get another leg up and we do get another rejection, you could potentially enter a trade. If we had that leg up, you enter a trade there, your stop loss round about this area. And, we are basically aiming at least to this consolidation. So you are trying to get, that 2-to-1, right? 2-to-1 in this case, because I'm not sure if this one would hold. I'm not sure if this one, we would maybe get a big bounce from that level or break it. You could always take profit 50%, put your stop loss at break even to see if you are going to have that let down to that next major support. Right, you need to, play the game, guys. Play the game. No war. So BTC to 60k. I'm in along now. Huffy says, I think there was some news about Russia stepping back. Right, there's not going to be a war, but it's not only that. I'm bullish. I'm not much of a fundamental guy. I wasn't too worried, because if there was a war or not, it would maybe have some bad reaction in the immediate short term. But yeah, Bitcoin is a mid-long term thing. And anyway, I do think so that we will be having that leg up, right, to that 52, 53k levels. I think that is very, very likely to happen. Very, very likely to happen at some point in the next coming weeks. So, you will have a lot of people saying, this was because of this, or this was because of that. It wasn't because of your charting. It wasn't because of volume. It wasn't because of any of that. And guys, I think chart analysis is much more powerful than normal fundamental. Okay, if there is a big, world war or something like that, of course, or like the panic attack that the people had on in March of 2020. Remember the Black Swan event? That was crazy. Long time since the markets didn't have a drop like that. This is a cascade panic event, and this always happens once in a while, but that is really unpredictable. Chart analysis doesn't work when in Black Swan events, right? It also broke the major, support line, this major logarithmic support. Okay, we did actually slice down it. It doesn't matter, but because you do not chart Black Swan events, it's just not valid on the chart, right? I pay no attention at all to that drop for chart analysis. So anyway, like I said, chart analysis for me is more powerful than fundamentals, especially when you have a strategy, price action and volume. You have seen it on the channel, guys. We have been calling for, quite a few good trades. Right, what we got here on the poll, we have, is this a good short scalp right now? 58% says yes. 42% says no. Or 180. Absolutely crazy. 50-50 almost. 50-50 right there. Right, let's go through the comment section. Is there any Qcoin also? Oh yeah, I forgot. Gate plus Qcoin, no KYC. Correct. Qcoin also, no KYC on Qcoin. BTC is very sensitive. Qcoin doesn't require KYC. Thank you guys. Look at this. I mean, you know, a long time since I've used Qcoin, so I didn't remember. Yo, Andy, your long last night paid me rent today. God bless you. Hey, that was absolutely great. Good, Mehmet. I'm glad. I mean, but use my analysis as education and use it to, you know, to combine with your analysis, right? Because maybe a lot of people won't agree with my analysis. People will disagree, but this is why I am just a guy on the internet. I'm just a guy on YouTube giving you my experience, my thoughts. You know, I am going to be wrong a lot of the times, but you need to protect yourself when you're wrong, right? Because you know, this is why you have the stop losses. Stop losses are to protect yourself if you are wrong. Nothing else. And I will be wrong a lot of the times, you know. But yeah, I'm glad you made a bunch of, you know, crypto money, whatever, because of the call of yesterday. Guys, the trade was taken on Prime XBT. I am looking for a short position right now, depending on how we react. Reason why I didn't enter right now is because, you know, this could just be a bull flag, right? We might be continuing to the upside. But the point of this is that you have the best deal down below. It's another good way to support the channel. This, you know, I can make videos every single day also because I am promoting this and I get a small commission, but you will get the best bonus available. This is a trading platform that I use almost every single day if I see opportunities. So I wouldn't use a platform that is crappy, right? And I wouldn't suggest it. So yeah, there you have it, guys. You've got an insane bonus. You get 7% added to your deposit on Prime XBT, and I'll also have a full tutorial down below in the description. Let's see if we can find some altcoins here in the comment section. I see Bart Simpson here at 44.5, says Aaron. A Bart Simpson pattern, very famous pattern for Bitcoin. So Bart Simpson pattern here. Is this looking at the 15-minute chart or what time frame? Yeah, it's I'm not too sure. If we have another spike right over here, but yeah, it's not a straight line. It would be a little bit of a dodgy one, but yeah, it's not the most good looking Bart Simpson pattern. Anyway, taking a look at the 5-minute chart, guys, let's zoom in. It does look like, you know, that you can clearly see massive bearish divergence on the 5-minute. 5-minute is not a good time frame to take a look at divergence, in my personal opinion. But yeah, you can see them right there, right, where you are creating higher highs, lower highs on the RSI. Let's take a look at 30 minutes. 30 minutes is starting to be an okay. There's no divergence. There is some divergence actually here on the 30 minutes. There is with these wicks. You know, you got the higher highs right there and the lower highs right here on the RSI. So there could be quite a bit of a corrective move right now for BTC. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. 15-minute is my favorite time frame for day trading, scalp day trading. So yeah, like I said, if anyone were to short this would be my take profit. The 43.5. Could we slice down? Yes, of course. But this was like, you know, this morning I had you know, you have targets. You have targets when you trade. You take profits where you say you want to take them. You have the reasons why. My reason was this major resistance point. We were hitting, you know, almost that range. I had already the take profit at 43.5, just at that range. We pumped much higher. I could have made, you know, 4 times more than what I made. Not 4 times, you know, double, about double what I made right there. Okay, almost double. But yeah, you need to take profits. You need to have good targets and take profits. I'm scalping so much, I gave my girlfriend a Brazilian. Okay. Your voice is low. Okay, let me just turn the mic a little bit higher here. Let me speak more into the mic. I have terrible echo here in my room. You must have noticed this, but I am fixing it. I am putting panels and I am putting all sorts here to fix the noise issue. Hi Andy, any advice on when buy alts this week or wait till the weekend? Well, very good question. Very good question. It doesn't matter. If you are buying good altcoins, best strategy is dollar cost average, right? That is my suggestion, not financial advice, of course, but dollar cost average into the good altcoins. I would say L1s and L2s, and dollar cost average basically. What good altcoins? Well, I would go for, from the top 50, and maybe the gains are not going to be insane, but you will multiply by 5 or by 10 in the next coming years. So that is more than, that is much better than having your money in the bank or some other, strange investment funds or something like that. I'm a Chainlink fan, okay, but this is my issue. I'm really a fan of Chainlink and the technology, the team, the partnerships, and everything. I follow them. Staking is coming for Chainlink. It's a really good project in my personal opinion, and it's super important. The Oracle solution, but good projects. Polygon-matic, I think, will do very well. Polygon-matic is a $10 coin, I think, in the future. Ethereum scaling solution, Ethereum 2.0 is not going to solve this Ethereum's problem, not for a long time, not in the next coming years anyway. So Ethereum's gonna have a lot of L2 solutions. Polygon-matic, Loopring, Metis is one that I like very, very much. Metis is in a corrective market right now. Not financial advice, but yeah, I see this one over $1,000 coin, and this is what I personally think. So dollar cost average would be my thing, because I don't know where the low is going to be. I do not know where the high is going to be exactly. I just know that the moment to buy is in the corrective market, and now it is a corrective market. So yeah, that's my take on that. We're having that drop. In the end, are we going to retest that 43.5 major target? Well, we missed it. I missed it. I missed this shorting opportunity. It might get a bounce from here. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, this looks pretty aggressive. We might have an aggressive, couple of hours down to this major range. Let's see if this area, depending on how we react, it might be a good long-in opportunity. So yeah, this is the thing. This is the good thing about trading. When you can't find, if you missed an opportunity, don't worry. There are more opportunities coming. This is the thing about that. This is the beauty of trading, the beauty of reading charts and looking at the different levels. So yeah, the good thing about this, is that if volume is very low, coming down to this range, it might be very good to long, because we are getting that bounce from this top of this major big volume, right? Or depending on how we react, I wouldn't jump straight away, because if we come down here, I am not longing here. I am longing after we do something like this, right? I am longing right over here. I'm not longing on the first drop. Just so it's clear, guys, just so it's clear, because I do get your technical analysis is awesome. Ayush, thank you very much. Simple retest to scare some people, but it will go to 50k today, says Huffy. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. $50,000 today. I'm not sure if we are going to reach it today, but I am in favor of what you're saying here, Huffy. I am in favor of what you're saying, because I think that this is just a corrective wave, and we are going to have that leg up. It might take a few more days though than today. Anyway, it's only a $6,000 pump. Bitcoin has been doing $6,000, even $10,000, even $12,000 moves in a matter of 24 hours. You know, look at this dump right over here. This was absolutely insane. This was over a almost, yeah, about a $15,000 dump right there. We did see good pumps in the past. You know, we had the Elon Musk, you know, saying that Tesla was accepting Bitcoin. This was around about 38K. We had a big pump of 10K in a matter of, you know, 48 hours, which was absolutely insane. So is this, you know, it could happen. It could happen. I'm not saying it couldn't, but I think it's going to take a little bit more. I think it's going to take a little bit longer to come all the way to 50K. I will stack more when we hit 43.7. 43.7. Bitcoin's going to hit 43.7. Yeah, maybe 43.6, maybe 43. Yeah, around about that range, I think. If you were shorting here, if you were making a scalp, a good take profit, you would be that 43.7. This is the top of this major wick, okay? So it is that kind of area, right? This area over here. Yeah, the good take profit area if you're shorting here. And just for any newcomers, the, you know, reason number one of scalping short this is because of Fib, you know, Fibonacci from the highs. This has been a big corrective move. Nice raw round bottom here for a great long opportunity. You are hitting that 618 level. You are getting rejected from this level. Good shorting opportunity right there. I wouldn't think that we would come all the way down here to retest these lows. But this, you know, if you're shorting from here, there's always, you know, that possibility that you could short. Take profits here, take 30%, 40% off the table in profit and protect your position just in case you get that another leg down to this consolidation range, right? So yeah. Let's take a look here in the comment section, see what's going on. Right, I have almost 300 votes. Is this a good shorting scalp? We have 50% yes and 44% no. So it's a 50-50. You know, some people are bullish, some people are bearish. Nice. This is what makes the market. People buying and people selling. Are you worried about the US markets crashing? Well, yeah. I would if the S&P 500, you know, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, you know, it doesn't matter which market. If they crash, it will have some kind of effect on Bitcoin. It will have some effect on Bitcoin. There is a possibility now, looking at the S&P 500, that we are going to correct during the next coming days before the end of the week, okay? There is a rejection that is happening right now on the S&P 500, and you guys can see it right over here. You can see it right over here. Now, I did say that we did get a nice bounce from this area, okay? We got a nice, beautiful bounce from this big candle right there. But it is true that we are coming from a big aggressive drop, okay? Now we have created a double top right there. So, you know, we are coming from an aggressive downtrend. We are creating a double top. Immediate short term, there is a possibility that we could retest these lows. We could retest those lows for a potential massive big double bottom. So I am still sticking bullish on the S&P 500 for the next coming months. Immediate short term, we could see a little bit of volatility to the downside. And you might think to yourself, I mean, it is crazy. When you are trading, when you are a trader and you're looking to make money longing or shorting, you are bullish one day and then you're bearish another day, because it is what it is. You know, you need to react to those price movements. And it is true, like I said, I am relatively bullish on the S&P for the next coming months still. I don't see any interest rate hikes happening anytime soon, not in March. I think that it's not going to happen. I think they are going to prolong it because the economy hasn't recovered. This would be a massive big recession, and it could, it could happen. but I think they are going to try and, you know, make the economy a little bit more stronger, and there's no going to be interest rate hikes anytime soon. Interest rate is, you know, over the roof, guys. You know the deal. We can see, you know, US inflation hits highest level in 40 years in January as prices rise 7.5% from 2021. This is absolutely insane. 7.5% is a huge amount, okay, from 2021 to now. You know, this is insane. This is just in a few months. Yeah, this would be scary, you know, holding dollars when you have that 7.5. So like I said, I think the big investors can see this. They can see this, and they know they are potentially well off, you know, having their money invested in stocks and, you know, these different assets when the inflation is so high. So that's what I think anyway. And yeah, like I said, here looking at the S&P 500, you know, we're looking at patterns, we're looking at price action, and there is a little bit of bearishness here in the immediate short term. We could have a little bit of bearish rest of the week, and one of the reasons why is because of this big sharp downtrend and this double top. And guess what? We are retesting, you know, this major support that's turning into resistance right now on the S&P 500, which is at the 4,450 points. You know, will we manage to break it? We already seen those reactions, and I like to react to the market. You know the deal. We have been pumping for the last few days. Do I follow the pump, or do I go against the pump when it's getting rejected and it's not having enough steam to break a resistance? That is when I want to short. So if I would do anything on the S&P right now, in between today and the next couple of days, it would be shorting, guys. This would be me, okay? Not you. This would be me. And I might be looking for that short position here. Looking at the 4 hourly, let's take a look at the 1 hourly. We are getting that reaction here. It looks like we are forming a kind of a small double top here on the 1 hourly. You can take a look at the 30-minute chart here, even better. So yeah, we could get that corrective move all the way down to the 4,420. It could drop about 25 points in between today and tomorrow, because as I said, we are getting that reaction here at this level. Look at this. I mean, this is screaming for a short. Now, potentially here, you could bounce. You could create kind of a double bottom or a slightly higher low. And this is textbook technical analysis, guys. Look at this. This is the S&P 500, right? Look at the waves from this top. You know, you have one wave. You have the corrective wave right there. This corrective wave is hitting, you know, this major resistance zone, as you can see, just there. And market is dropping right now. You know, it had this wave, it dropped back down. It's having this corrective move from this drop to the upside, and it is hitting, you know, this first wave peak, right? So what would make more sense here would be coming down and retesting this consolidation. Basically, it's not going to be the exact low. It might be, it might not. But you need to try and get into that wave, protect yourself, take profits, and run away. So this is the thing right now with the S&P. Immediate short term, it's looking a little bit bearish. I know I say that I am bullish, but I am, you know, I'm analyzing the daily chart, and you know, like I said, a potential retest from these lows is very possible in the immediate short term. Guys, remember, if you are interested, PrimeXBT, this is my favorite day trading platform. The good thing is that you can trade S&P 500. I mainly trade S&P and Bitcoin, maybe some altcoins, but I'm basically focused on Bitcoin and S&P 500 for day trading. And you know, with PrimeXBT, what is that? You know, there is Chainlink. You have, you know, there's a bunch of forex. There's euro, US dollar, euro, yen, US dollar, Australian dollar. You know, there's all sorts here. And you've got oil, you've got gold. There's, you know, over 50 assets here to trade. And the good thing is you're using Bitcoin, Ethereum as collateral, or even USDC or USDT. If you want to use stable coins for trading, that is also possible. But if you like accumulating Bitcoin and you're good trading the stock market, the Nasdaq, then you can accumulate, while you're trading that market. You're accumulating Bitcoin, you're gaining in Bitcoin, which is absolutely fantastic. So like I said, you got the best deal down below, okay? 7% added to your deposit for trading. And obviously you can withdraw all of those profits that you make with a bonus, of course. How correlated is BTC with the S&P 500? Well, it's not, extremely, but there is a correlation of 70-80%, I would say. Okay, so S&P could pump and BTC could dump in the same day. But if you take a look at the weekly, then yeah, if you take a look at the week price action, you might see quite a lot of correlation. So I would say 70-80% correlation. You might see those odd days where there's not correlation on the S&P. Will we see a live trade if BTC hits 43.5? Says Rob. Potentially, yes. I mean, it would have been a great shorting trade. It would have been a great shorting trade right there. But yeah, why not? Why not? All depending, because this could take hours, like I said. I don't think I'll be doing a 3-4 hour live stream, but the game plan is this one. That would be the game plan. If we do hit that 43.5 range, okay, area, and it can be 43.4, it can be 43.7. It's this range, all depending on how it reacts in the next coming hours. That will be the moment you want to potentially long, okay? And I think that if we do consolidate at that range, Bitcoin will have enough steam. It will have enough steam to continue to the upside. I mean, look at my, Picasso drawing right there. Wouldn't you see the market do something like this? Wouldn't you see it? Can you visualize it? I mean, and don't visualize and don't trade what you visualize, because yeah, you will get absolutely wrecked. But like I said, it looks very likely that we will be continuing to the upside, because of, let me go to this chart, because of this. Basically, this is looking at the 4-hourly, and I am still sticking to this analysis, guys, where we've broken out from this lower high trend line. We are consolidating at this area. Nothing has changed just too much. The only thing that changed is this beautiful bounce that we were expecting from yesterday's live stream. This consolidation and this bounce, very much expected to that 43.5. So yeah, yesterday was a perfect scalp. Thank you, Andy, says Didi. That was great. I missed the trade. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's multiple trades and you need to be ready for stop losses. Also, make sure to use my channel for education, guys. We're just doing analysis, looking at volume, support, resistance levels. I will be wrong sometimes, okay? That is for sure. I know there's a lot of new subscribers here, very excited, thinking that, trading is perfect. It is not. It is not. It is not. You will be seeing, but this is why you have stop losses, guys. Stop loss is your friend. Stop loss is your friend. Not only the trend is your friend, your stop loss is your friend. Full moon mostly pumps the market. Very true, very true. This is very true. I remember checking out the days of full moon and it was crazy. That is actually something very strange. Andy, you are amazing, says Uncle Grandpa on trade. You are amazing too, Uncle Grandpa. I know you come here, you give insane support, you're always commenting, you're always interacting with the rest of the community. Lupus, February 16th, full moon, called the snow moon. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see if Bitcoin pumps on the full moon. It will be interesting to see. So yeah, guys, this is strange. I have no altcoins requests. No altcoin requests. What's your thought process if Bitcoin hits 43.5? Like I said, if it does hit that 43.5, I think it is a major level. It is a major level. I think it must be the 382. Fibonacci from these low points. You know, would I take it from this low or from this low? I would go from this low, from this consolidation range, from the ultimate low from the start of the pump. And yeah, the 43.48, okay, so basically the 43.5 is the 382. And this is a very, very common retracement when you are still inside of the wave, right? 618 does not always hit, okay? 618 is when the big wave has finished, and then you potentially have a big corrective movement. Then you hit the 618. But the 382 is the most common retracement when you are starting a big wave potentially. And I think, you know, this is the thing. We don't really know if Bitcoin might be forming an ABC correction right there, okay? I think this could be a little washout before we continue to the upside. I would be okay with that, all right? I would be okay. It would be a great opportunity, I think, to see how we react to that 39-40K range. But what about if this was the corrective move? You know, let's take a look at Fib Levels from here. This low from this high, okay? You can see that this has been a pump, right? From this low to this high, or you could say from this low to this high, right? You know, you could take a look at both, but taking a look at this one, we corrected, okay? Guess where we corrected to? To the 382. I mean, I got a bit of a mess here on the chart. Let me just get another chart right over here, a little bit more cleaner. This one right over here. Let me just get the VPV out of the way. You know, from this low, this has been a, you know, kind of a consolidation, and right from this low, looking at the 4 hourly to the high, this has been a wave, and we have corrected to the 382. 382 is where the price stopped. Look at this right there, where you're having that bounce. It's the most common retracement when you are potentially starting a big new uptrend. So this is the thing. This is maybe was the corrective move, and now you're just going to have a small correction and you're going to continue to the upside. So that is the whole point here about this. Sorry, let me just go to the 1 hourly. About this move correcting only to the 382. That is the main reason, because this might be, you know, the next impulse will be the one that breaks this resistance, and you are basically just going to be inside of another big major wave. If that makes any sense. I know it does to me, but maybe it doesn't much to you. Can Stellar XLM pump since MoneyGram has been taken over by a big party? MoneyGram itself did pump. This is the thing. I think Stellar Lumens has been with MoneyGram. You know, there has been some rumors. I'm not sure. But Stellar Lumens has been a really poor performer. It's one of the OGs, but it's not performing insanely well. Andy brother, could you please take a look at Cadena? Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at some altcoins. Why not here for the community? KDA. Cadena. Let's take a look at Cadena straight away. 425 people. Let's make sure to smash that like button. Who's going to be the 200th like? Yes, guys, somebody was the 200th like. Let me know in the comment section. If it was you, thank you guys for the insane support. Smash up that like button. Absolutely. Cadena. Let's take a look at Cadena. Well, I like this chart. I quite like this chart here, looking at Cadena. Let's keep it super simple here. Cadena against the US dollar. This is currently trading at $8. I know this, I haven't done much research on this one, but this was, you know, is it supposedly an ultra fast blockchain project? Is it faster than Solana? Does it, something like 500,000 transactions per second or something like that? I could be totally wrong on this, but I know it's a super fast blockchain project. I know suddenly a lot of people got bullish on Cadena. Guess where they got bullish? Right over here. Guess when I, had a bunch of people talking about Cadena? Right over here. Was it the best moment to buy? Of course it wasn't. It was time to sell. When you have all of those people, I did hear about Cadena in the past at some point, but when I most heard about Cadena was right over here. It was when it was at $20-$25 range, right over here. That was when I was hearing Cadena everywhere. I had my granddad saying, yo, shall I buy some Cadena? And I'm like, I don't know, Grandpa. I think, it's pumped too much. So yeah, it's definitely not a good time. I remember when a lot of people were talking about Cadena back in November. So anyway, that is that. Let's analyze the situation here for Cadena, and it does look like that we to keep it clear, it is still in a big massive downtrend. I've connected these two wicks right now on the daily, and it looks like that we are potentially, connect this wick with this wick. Is this a breakout and we are going to continue to the upside? Maybe, yes. That is a good point right there. That would be point number one. It looks pretty good breaking out from this trend line. It's not the most important thing, but anyway, it doesn't look too bad. What else? We have a major consolidation right here on Cadena between the 5.8 and the $8 range, right? This is where the price of Cadena has stopped, just a few days ago, right over that range. If you zoom in here on the chart, we have also this major level right there. This is also where Cadena stopped and got a bounce, right at that major range. What does this look like? This does look like a kind of a double bottom right there. Do we have some pretty good volume? I mean, this is on Bitrex, so yeah, volume looks not the best on Bitrex. We could take a look at another chart, but Qcoin, would Qcoin be the best for volume? Oh, look at this. I have a buy zone right over here on Cadena. It did actually went below buy zone. This is on the Qcoin chart. But yeah, this was a buy zone for me. I think this was because of this major consolidation. We actually dipped slightly below this consolidation. So it went below the buy zone. But anyway, I think, yeah, if you're bullish on Cadena, this might be a big area where it's just going to consolidate and continue to the upside. If we take a look at Qcoin, it's better to take a look at these big exchanges for volume. If we take a look at Qcoin on the 4 hourly, yeah, there's a big kind of selling volume right there with a kind of a double top. This is looking at the 4 hourly right there, right? There's a kind of a double top here, not looking too great. It is actually getting resistance right now. This is a little bit of a battle. Let's go back to this one. Let's go back to this chart. And like I said, this is a bit of a battle right now going on for Cadena, because what is happening is, you have this potential double bottom right there. You did get that bounce from this level. That would have been an excellent long opportunity. And where would be the take profit area? Exactly where we are hitting right now. Why this level? Because you basically, on the 1 hourly or, 4 hourly, sorry, you could take a look at the 2 hourly better. You are forming this, this kind of double top or triple top. I don't know. There's a lot of volatility, a lot of wicks. But look, you definitely have a good solid area right there. Look at this. You stopped one here once, massive wick down there. You've also got another one right here. This is currently where you are stopping right now on Cadena. So this is the thing. You want to try and get into those little scalps, right? In the case of these altcoins, you want to try and get into those little bounces. And, you bounced perfectly at this major resistance. As you can see, this bounced at the $6.50 perfectly. And, that over there would have been a good long opportunity. You are basically creating a nice kind of bullish structure here where it's kind of a, nice kind of double bottom with a second higher bottom right there. Once you have this impulsive move and you correct down to major resistance levels that's turning into support, and you could arguably discuss that this is hitting, you know, the 618. It is going slightly below the 618, trading in between 618 and 78. Fibonacci, it's a pretty good level. It's a pretty good level, as you can see here on the chart. So this is potentially a small shorting opportunity right there on Cadena, and it might come down to retest the $6.50. It's currently just trading below $8. Could it come down to back to $6.70 range, this low, and then create another low and create a double bottom here? I think this is worth a small scalp trade, you know, because you can have a super tight stop loss at least above this resistance range right there. You know, potential tight stop loss, not super tight, because you could get a lot of volatility. This is the thing with tight stop losses with altcoins. You know, you have insane volatility. This is what you might get stopped out a lot of times. But like I said, we are hitting a major resistance right now. Could we come down to the $6.60, $6.70? It looks like we potentially could. Look, we've also got resistance here. You know, we are hitting a major level right now. This is why we are getting that reaction on Cadena. That $8 area is definitely some level. Okay, right. That was Cadena. That was Cadena. You know, been here a little bit too long on Cadena. Andy, take a look at AVAX short term, please. Let's take a look at AVAX. Take a look at eGold. Many people are asking. Okay, let's take a look at eGold and AVAX. Got a lot of altcoins suddenly out of the nothing, out of nowhere. Let's take a look at eGold and which one else? Which one? ADA. Okay, ADA and a lot of altcoins here suddenly. eGold. Let's take a look at eGold first, and then we'll take a look at ADA. Right, let's get a fresh chart here on eGold. eGold had a massive aggressive drop. Okay, this must have been since from November, like Bitcoin, like many of the other altcoins. Right, this is definitely some level right there. These two peaks, I'll get the highest one and the lowest one right there and form a box right here. Whoops. I think this is a major level right here. Why is it a major level? Well, you know, this was the last all-time high back in March, right? It is definitely a level. You do have an attempt right there. This is the thing. When you break all-time highs, you think you're going to slice through it and go straight up. But what you have is major volatility. This is just insane volatility at these highs. So it is definitely a major level. What happens when you had this pump and dump, right? You had a massive big pump and a massive big dump. You get a reaction. You get a reaction to that level right over here. And this was over a week of reaction. So what is happening right now is that we are getting a reaction as resistance on eGold. Your question might be, you know, is this a good reaction or is it a bad reaction? Are we going to get heavily rejected and come back and retest, you know, the January lows, which is at their $120? It could happen. It could happen. Let's go to the 4 hourly and just, you know, analyze the situation here. But yeah, I mean, we do have a massive big candle here, massive big candle with big volume. I think it could have a corrective move, and the reason why is because, you know, major resistance zone it's hitting that range right now, so a potential corrective move, and I would be looking for that potential double bottom on eGold. You know, if it does come down to 120, I would be looking for, you know, that kind of double bottom, that kind of reaction. But I think it could get heavily rejected. It has been pumping for the last couple of weeks. We could have a corrective week, I mean, that is just, you know, keeping it simple here. You might get some analysts saying that this, I don't know, was this a descending wedge? You know, this was a descending wedge and we're going to go to the highs here. Yeah, no. Rect gold, GLD. Gold, GLD, rect, GLD. Let's take a look at ADA. I'm gonna share your channel on my Twitter. Love you, brother, says Terra. Wow, thanks very much. I mean, anything supports. I really try and make this super educational, you know, price action, volume support, resistance, you know, my take on the market. If you enjoy it, fantastic. Absolutely incredible. Let's take a look at ADA. Sorry, yeah, let's take a look at ADA. I try and take a look at many altcoins, give you my opinion, but it's mission impossible, guys. You know, you can always super chat and I'll see your altcoin highlighted. Yeah, like I said, you know, I can't take a look at every single altcoin. It's just almost impossible. ADA, nothing has changed for me on ADA. We have ADA hitting that $1 range. Is it going to break $1? I mean, it could hit $1. Could it get supported and break these highs, the last lower high, which is at the 160? You know, I am looking for that 160, and it potentially looks like that we could get a small kind of double bottom right here, and ADA might see some bullish momentum. There is a chance of ADA doing this. Only the reason why is because, you know, the $1 area is the strongest support level here by looking at, you know, the price action from the past. Look how many times we've been bouncing from $1. It's absolutely insane. So will this time be different and we'll break it? Maybe yes, or maybe no. So far so good. I really like this kind of reaction that ADA is having. You know, the bulls want to defend this level, but it is also true that, you know, it's consistently creating lower highs. So you know, this is the moment of truth in the next coming days for ADA. It could break down. It could break down because I don't see any bulls stepping in here for ADA. Not just yet anyway. The price action looks very, very, very bad to the downside. Massive big lower highs and massive lower lows right there. You know, is this going to continue? It's just too soon. It's still in a big aggressive downtrend. There's no potential signs of bottoming out just yet, you know, all depending on the next coming days. Let's see how it reacts next coming days. It would be interesting to see. But so far, you know, it's just for the last couple of weeks, it's just been creating massive, big, aggressive lower highs and lower lows. So no signs of bottoming out here for ADA. Let's take a look at Avalanche. Of course, let's take a look at AVAX straight away. What is Avalanche doing? I mean, I'm very bullish on this one in the long term. Very, very bullish on Avalanche. Avalanche, I mean, this is what I got on the chart for Avalanche. Just keeping it, you know, super simple. A couple of support, resistance, you know, a little bit of price action. Let's not go too crazy with indicators here. You know, we did get that. What happened here on Avalanche, you know, it got above this major resistance zone. You know, it has been resistance and support in the past. We had this kind of strange price action. It looked like a kind of a bear flag, but it broke resistance, right? It did not break support and continue to the downside. It didn't break the higher lows. So it was just continuing to the upside right now, getting that bounce from this area. And yeah, basically, are we going to manage to break this resistance? This is the thing in the next coming days. Biggest resistance right now is just below that $100 on Avalanche. Will we manage to break it? I think, you know, there is a chance. There is a chance. If it starts breaking the lower highs trend line from here, which is just at the $100, if it were to happen in the next coming days, then we could potentially see, you know, Avalanche see, you know, massive big bullish momentum in the next coming days. So let's see if that happens. If not, it might reject and continue to the downside, guys. Right, yeah, stay cautious. I would be bullish as soon as it breaks $100. It would be looking very good for some bullish momentum in the next coming weeks if that happens. Guys, if you enjoy the content, smash up the like button. I'm going to leave right now. Make sure to check out Bitcoinsensus website. You know the deal. Another update tomorrow, another live stream tomorrow. Make sure to smash up the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.